Day 4, here we are. We got some sleep last night, so I mean that's a good thing. Going through some stuff or whatever, get some fuel, and then hopefully get up there and make our first run. I'm still trying to sort out these new injectors, so it's a lot different with everything, and obviously no real test time to test the changes that we're making, but other than the track. So obviously try and get a decent look in and pack up, hit the road, and hopefully try and make it to St. Louis tonight. So that's the goal.
Why are you beating up your truck, Michael?
Because we dropped the trailer yesterday and it sideswiped the rear fender trailer.
Your trailer spun around on the car?
Yeah. The trailer spun the car around.
Oh my
180
God.
degrees.
Oh
This is the only thing, the only damage. And then 45 minutes later, we broke the complete towing assembly. 10 minutes on the checkpoint, and we found a welding shop that could weld it up for us. We were very lucky. Yeah, and then afterwards we hit the racoon and broke the front.
Show me the racoon damage.
It was a rough transportation yesterday for us. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
This is the easy part, the track. I think we're gonna do the same as the other days, like 650. There's no point in pushing it at the moment because no one can catch us from behind for second place. And I don't feel like trying to catch up on Bailey because when his truck is working, then I can't catch him anyway. So we'll take it easy today, 650, and then tomorrow we'll do one pass and then turn it up.
That was on a pad.
We left the line pretty good, personal best here on the drag week for 60 foot and 330, but it just started spinning after the 330, so I had to let off.
Hey guys, have you subscribed to Sick the Mag yet? Sick the Mag is the magazine for the drag and drive community. It's kind of more like a book. If you haven't subscribed, get over to sickthemag.com, subscribe.
I'm gonna give all the viewers out there a little tech info, because sometimes people just don't know. So you see some comments, oh, the engine's breaking, blah, blah, blah. The engine's not breaking. There's nothing wrong with the engine. We put a brand new set of untested, no information injectors on it. It takes me a little bit because I have to create a new fuel map for it. So that's why we were slower yesterday. It's no big deal. Plus the track was not very good. But we were still the fastest guys there for the day. And that was after trying to remap and reconfigure a whole fuel system basically on the spot. But you see this little part right here? If this injector fails, this engine's broke. This wire, if this wire breaks right here, this engine is broke. It will break this engine instantaneously before you make it to the end of the track. And that's what was happening. I had a couple bad injectors, and by the time you can't even diagnose, you can't even do anything, it is broke before you can figure it out. That is just the way it is. That right there, right this second, will burn that hole up, pinch the ring, or even worse, do some damage to the piston or blow the gasket or whatever, because it is not pushed on all the way. Now it's fine. And it's pretty rare actually that engines have a problem, I'll tell you the truth. It's usually accessory stuff. Fuel, spark, destroys engines. So anyways, I just show you that because it is such a simple thing. The smallest thing of a wiring issue anywhere in the car. This isn't your freaking Toyota Camry. Okay, you don't just pop out, hit the remote start when you're cold, and the thing starts up and goes. These things this makes 4,500 horsepower. Will when we lean out hard. 4,500 horsepower, and if that wire is undone, or that wire is undone, or there's a short, or this one got cut or clipped, it's probably gonna get burned up. That's just the way it is. So always keep that in mind.
My name's Michael Ward from Perth, Western Australia. 63 Nova, 427 LS, twin 72mm turbos, running on C16, turbo 400, 9-inch. Still running leaf springs in the rear, so we actually put air shocks in for the drive to handle the trailer. On a 275 radial, we were running in Super Street small block power adder, but today, unfortunately, someone's protested us and they've bumped us up into unlimited just because our front bumper is moulded into the front clip instead of bolted onto the front clip. Rules are the rules, but I'm not really interested in class victory. I'm just here for myself. I'm happy to be here. On Monday, we'd never towed the trailer. So we've done about 8 quarter-mile runs so far, and we've just been chipping away slowly. Managed to run a 797 today, 177 mile an hour. So yeah, started off with an 8.3 on Monday, then went 8.1, 8.0, 7.9.
Tap it 2 times and shake your left foot. That's what Rick
Throttle cable's just been real tight. We had to replace it because the other one melted. Just hasn't been the same.
Wide open. Okay. That's not even close. Okay, close it. Okay, smash it. The stupid freaking throttle cable. All yesterday we didn't have wide open throttle, and this cable is effed up, and it's got about 25% less throttle, so we can only get to 75% throttle right now. So we're trying to get a new throttle cable here ASAP. Probably can't get it today, but we'll have it tomorrow. So, otherwise, the air is great, so I mean, I think we can run real good, and I think everything will be nice.
walking down the finish line.
It's nice when you go fast once, but you want to do it every day.
We got 8 cylinders and only 7 of them want to play. Made all 4 runs yesterday on 7 cylinders chasing it. Just a thing with the internal combustion engine. And then you can throw the word drag week in there with it.
The wheel sort of fell off.
Well, I went out and it acted, well, it was adding 40% fuel where it shouldn't have been. So it was trying to correct for 2 cylinders, I think, that have an plugged injector. So we got to pull them all and look at it. Sometimes you wonder if the frustration's worth it, you know. I mean, I guess I'm not on the roof yet, right? So.
Pretty sketchy. I got real lucky. I made a pass. It felt a little weird. I pulled the chutes and it was pretty light on the brakes. I could tell when I turned off the track that the steering wheel was like something broke or something was wrong. And I looked and the steering arm on the left side was cracked, and basically it moved over and it was touching like the wheel. So we took it off. We came back here. Tom Bailey's like, yeah, my buddy Andy from Motion Raceworks is here, and their shop's 20 minutes away. And then Andy's immediately there. He's like, oh yeah, we whipped it off. He took it. They made us a new one out of steel. They made us 2.
That's what broke. We ran back to the shop. Plasma out another one. A few of them. A few extras just in case, you know.
Pretty tight. Yeah, pretty tight.
Round complete for Bailey. The 8 mile gets the chute out. The car got really loose just past the 8 mile. He got the chutes out.
Well, that wasn't good. Picked the wrong frickin' finish line to throw the chutes. Oh. There in the middle of the drag strip, goes 830 with a 2-1.
throttle cable thing is just totally crap. So we're, like I said, we're at the best throttle position on the trans brake was 80%, and then it just gradually goes down. But the TPS is moving, so you see all these big green spikes right here. What it's doing is it's just pouring fuel at it because it thinks that he's pumping a throttle, basically. When he chopped throttle, it was at 69% throttle, and he probably was holding it wide open. When it does that whole deal, where it's moving the throttle at a certain percentage here, it is at 2.8 AFR, 2.1, 2.1, 2.7, 2.0. It is so flaming freaking rich. We just have to fix this throttle cable deal.
I think we can handle flaming rich, but flaming friggin' rich, that's tough to take.
Did I say flaming freaking rich?
Yeah,
I did. Oh.
Then
he didn't even make a full pass, even though it was still screwing all that up. So he lifted, totally lifted, at 4.6. The ding dong lifted. He said you can go video at him, but he said he lifted early at the wrong finish line, and pretty much it was at the 8th mile. So running like total crap, in the 2s in the air fuel ratio, which by the way is double. The fuel still goes 683.
He has zero reason to critique my driving from here on out.
Yes, he is lifting. He is out.
He busts
to
my
lunch.
chops about me lifting. It's over.
Last night, literally, like on the drive, I can set my foot to whatever I want the throttle to be, and it just stays there. I can take my foot off, so it's like a cruise control. We messed with it today, rerouted it. We can't get it right, but I mean, obviously, we had to make a run. So, any of these cars, they have these tow hooks. So, and that is like, so if your throttle sticks or something like that, when you lift your foot up, you can pull the throttle. You can pull the throttle blades back. So on that, but it doesn't fit tight to my foot. So literally, like even in the burnout, it's like throttle, and I'm trying to like. You massage the throttle in the burnout to keep the wheel speed what it's at. Well, literally I got 2 inches of travel with my foot before. Normally the gas pedal sticks to my foot, so it just follows my foot. To where here it's like I gotta lift, I'll pull it all the way back, or pull it back, go forward. So like that's where my burnout was goofy. And then on the hit, same thing, well, to a different degree. I mean, I had it pinned to the floor. Well, and then it was surging, not surging, like, I mean, just all over the place. And literally I'm like, oh, well, I'll just coast through and then I'll throw the chutes or whatever. Well, I saw the finish line, so I threw the chutes. Well, then I saw another finish line, and I'm like, oh, I'm a freaking idiot. Like, so I threw the chutes and lifted at the 8th mile, and I meant to coast through the back half and then throw the chutes after the quarter. But just shows like the whatever, just off the game. Like when I put it up on the chip earlier today, I forgot to put it in race mode, like, and wondering why the car's running like crap, and not even thinking of what I did. But like, I mean, just so whatever, like with all the little things or whatever, kind of ends up throwing you off your game and how you think or whatever about certain stuff. But either way, we got a throttle cable being made in Indy, so Richie's getting that taken care of. I think it's going to go with Finnegan to bring to St. Louis, that then we can put it on the car in the morning. We'll deal with this throttle cable to get there, hopefully make our way to St. Louis, get a new throttle cable on there, and then whatever. I mean, try and make some good passes tomorrow with it.
We took it down in power now for the last run. And we managed to get down on 663, but it was all over the place pretty much. So barely. But it's fastest today, so I'm happy.
You gotta put the pressure on Tom Bailey?
Yeah, we're trying to, but when it works for him, it's fast. But we just do our thing and try to keep the pressure on him, and maybe he'll strip up.
bottom at 9:14.7, 1:57.
We are on the wrong tire on this track. That's just really what it is, you know. Like, could it be possible to go faster? Yeah, it could, but you need to turn it down like a lot. Like, I still wasn't turned down enough. And the hard part is you really got to be smart about it in the morning, because the track is way, way better in the morning. So you really only have a chance to do a good pass on a radio early in the morning. Because when the sun is out, it's just making it too hot. The track's not going to be there in the afternoon. That's just the reality. And yeah, you got to be smart and not being greedy. Can't be greedy, try to go too fast. So today we got a 9:14, 2 seconds off where we want to be on this track really, but it might be asking too much. Some guys are a little bit running on a little bit shittier tracks and stuff. They got tune-ups for it, so they are like, they turn it down and they can go a slower pass. We don't really have many tune-ups to go as slow as we need to kind of go on this track.
I lifted early. It was skating down track again. We had all 3 kits on today, and we were hoping for a little bit better than that. Yeah, the track wasn't there. 60 footed all right. I think that was a 10. You know what? I haven't even really looked at 101. 102. Yeah, and a 280 through the 330, so that's pretty soft.
Which one do you think is the issue?
Is this right side over here?
Yeah. At least they are on the plugs. What about the coils?
It feels like it's all on.
These do too.
I want to unplug that EGT. One of the number 2 EGT is just dead. Like, it reads 0. Do you think that could short?
I usually have those things seem to short out all the time. I haven't had that kind of backbeat problem. But. Okay, just it looked like there. If anything, there's probably something going on this side of the boat.
I'm gonna crank this, Alex.
Before any of you hop in the comments, we're, as a group, sorting what's happening. It's something freak issue, it's dumb, but we're, as a group, sorting through it, and I am late to turn in my time slip like they're all about to kill me.
You're just lucky, because we remembered you hadn't turned it in yet.
Can I take 2 of these in case one? You can, yes. Okay. I lost one.
Likes to pipe the airplanes.
I lost one out the window the other day. I did. Bye, guys. Bye.
What's the
It was bad. It was like a 13-second count. Oh, look at that. You see that?
Yep.
That's a bad luck pinning. We're not going to touch that. Don't touch that. Anyways, what happened out there was I broke, like I said, a gear vendor twice, but don't hop on gear vendor because as a group we're sorting through trying to figure out what's causing that, like if it's something that we're doing, something with pressures and things like that. And so gear vendor's going above and beyond to help us sort through this. And as a group, we're learning, and that's all you can do in racing. Race car parts, race car problems, is that what it is? Yeah. And then the next time we went out, didn't break something, but I had made a terrible pass. It died, and it's like it's hitting a safety, and there is no safety for it to hit in the tune that we can see. But we are on to something, so check back tomorrow, because maybe we'll have an answer. And something better than a 13-second time slip on this.
Anybody's guess right at the moment. Hopefully something good. long time.
673.42,
Thank you.
1551. That's
Been a struggle.
definitely going to put him
Been a
ahead
real
of Alex
struggle.
Taylor for the day.
I didn't know what to expect, honestly, you know, because every time I'm like waiting for it to die, it didn't die, and I got past that 4,500 mark, and I'm like, all right, I think we might at least leave the line. And then it left, and it was decent, 112, but he said it. I said, just put it to where we'll go down the track. I don't need this Indy record or anything, you know. So then it got out, and then actually I realized I got scared off the throttle a little bit, and I was creeping back, and I ended up having to push it all the way back down. So that's, can't complain there. 215, 673. I wasn't expecting. It felt fast, but hell, I thought the other ones were fast too for a while, and I threw the chute. So second time this week, I made it to the end. Under power.
Good to see you small, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Smile for now. See what happens after we tear it apart.
Came into it saying, oh, I want to do a 5-second average. Day one, all good with a 6:03. I can cover that 5-second average. And then by day two, you're trying to survive. Or actually end of day one, then you're trying to survive. And that's all we've done all week is try and survive. So right now, we got a pass in. We're going to turn that in, and then we're going to try and survive to get to St. Louis, do another fix on some things, and then see if we can maybe do something to maybe redeem ourselves from being such a freaking loser. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but we give you a lot of drama. So it's almost like it was made for TV drama. So, but unfortunately, it's all real life. So, thanks, guys.
The way he's thinking about it right now, and he's probably right, is we're not going to get no 5-second average. This throttle cable thing is totally jacked up, and it's hard to drive, and it's sticky, and it's a piece of crap. So we're just going to load up and go with that 683. So, and then get our new cable, get everything all squared away, and Lord willing, we'll go 5s and faster. We can't go faster than 5s, but we can go faster than 590s. There you go. So we'll go as fast as we can tomorrow. So we're out.
Need a hot dog?
You want a hot dog? You're gonna put this place out of business.
No. Hot dog? Ice cream? We are on Route 66 at a really cool place. Some bar and grill. I don't even know the name. But it doesn't matter. We got the Beatty hot dog machine going. And these are the best beef hot dogs you've ever had. There you go, sir. Thank you very much.